Yo, what's up guys? Thank you for tuning back to the channel. Today what I have is I'll be helping Danny, C10 Danny again on his build. I want to apologize for the last video. I kind of got here super late and it got dark on us really quick. So hopefully on this video you'll be able to see a little bit more of the fab that's done to this truck, and he's actually done a bunch of things since that last video. All right guys, so let me show you in daylight what we did on the last video. He basically just mounted all the tabs for the shocks and got the shocks mounted up. Now you guys can see a better view of where they actually sit. I know that on the last video it was pretty dark, so you guys didn't really get a good view of what it looked like. But you know, that was pretty simple. He had already done some of the mount work on it on the bottom. He just finished welding it that day, but it didn't really take very long, so don't be intimidated by things like that. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and start doing that. You want to take off the bed first? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get the bed out and then we'll start from there, guys. So this is what we're gonna do. Bracket against the back of the bed, a little gusset right in here like this. Where's my 4 1/2? Oh no, I didn't cut any 4 1/2s yet. This one's the one that's gonna go on the frame like this. We're gonna drill the hole right here. We're gonna notch this at a 45, and they're gonna put another piece. I'm gonna measure this length, weld it down, and then a 45 here also. That way it looks a little bit cleaner and on both directions. So that should give us a very nice strong joint, and it'll look clean once it's already welded in place. All right guys, so really quick, to get these at a 45, I'm gonna go ahead and use a cutting wheel, cut down 1 inch right this way. Same thing for this side, along the inside of this rectangle tubing. Then what I'm gonna do once I get that done is cut at a 45 this way. Mainly just eyeballing it. You guys know how I do. Just like that. I'll do a very slight relief cut right here just so that it folds nice and clean, and then I'll just hammer that down and weld everything in place, and then just sand it down perfect. A relief cut like that. Alright, so I'm gonna try to go ahead and hammer that in. If it doesn't go, I have to do a little bit more of a cut right here. Or actually, let me just use one of these pieces. It's going to give it a little bit more of a cut. right? Got a hammer, basically. Obviously I could hit it on the table, but I want to show you guys in person. There it is. That, honestly, 2 passes is fully sealed. By the time you're done grinding it, it's a fully squared in piece. So that's what you want to do for something like, I mean, you could leave it open, but then you got water falling in there, you know, or you could leave it squared and it doesn't really look that good. So I'm going to do this for the other piece, and then also for the piece that's going to go on the frame. Y ahí está.
Okay, está bien.
Yeah, that'll look clean. There's the other one, and then we'll just do it for these. Okay. And then that'll be that. Like this. Once everything's welded, it'll look like a lot better. But I just realized I think I got ahead of myself. So there's 2 things we got to do. We just got to cut this one down, because this was 4.5. So this sits on the frame. And I don't want this one to sit out the back like this, because then it's going to get water inside there. So I'd rather have this one facing down like this, welded down like that. So it'll be like this, like that, and then we're going to weld this one cut down right around here. So I'll take the measurement of that right now. So once everything is welded in place, it'll look like a nice little beefy bracket that's going to sustain that whole front side of the corner of the bed, and I think we should be good. The bolt is going to go like right around here, so we'll call that good. I suppose we could have done that too, but you want to make sure that corner is nice and reinforced.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's up to you.
It looks super good.
Looks better that way. Once you clean it up, weld it in, and sand it down, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, that actually looks good. Yeah, más o menos así va a quedar. The lip comes up to about right here, though.
Yeah, what I suggest on that little area, I suggest we cut that lip.
Cut it.
Yeah, just that way you don't have to.
Flush it out.
Everything's flush, and you don't have to worry about that lip. Yep. Because I already added it to the measurement of here. I put it at, instead of cutting it at 1 1/4, I cut it at 1 5/16. So I gave it that extra 1/16 of an inch.
Even then, yeah, I don't think.
I mean, you don't have to cut it. You just fold it.
Yeah, just
fold it down.
It.
Yeah.
Fold it down, and then we can put this right there, and then weld right here.
Yeah.
Right here. I think, yeah, that'd probably be overkill, honestly.
I would say just weld everything shut, so that it looks really, really nice.
Yeah, that like just one piece.
Yeah, just a solid piece.
Look like, yeah, one big ass piece. Okay. All right, let's begin it then.
All right, guys, so we got the first piece welded up. It's all sealed in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start grinding all of this smooth, so you guys can see how it'll look nice and clean, as almost like a single piece. All right, guys, so this is the idea. These are already welded in, all together. Like I said earlier, we didn't want to weld this piece on because we want to make sure that this is flat on the frame and that bar is flat on the bed, and then we'll weld them together while they're here. So this is the idea. The hole's right there. we're gonna go ahead and I gotta grind that nipple right there that's sticking out. That way this sits perfectly flush. Once we put the bed back in here, I'll talk to Danny right now, but you just take this off and hit the bolt back just enough to where this clears but doesn't pull out. The whole point is to get that bolt, that hole matching right there. We're gonna mark it on the bottom and then drill them beforehand before we tack it in place. That way they're exactly where they need to be. So you know, once that piece is welded back here, we'll weld all of this solid to it, and it'll look like a single piece. So I didn't take that in consideration, but the hole is right here. I mean, we can notch this off if anything, but it's just easier to just take off the nut and hit this bolt back to clear. Look, see what I mean? So let me get done with that and then we'll start this back up. All right, guys, just because I feel bad that this last 2 videos have been pretty much shot in the dark, I wanted to take a quick little clip and show you guys what basically what my next video will be. I've been lagging on the build parts or the build videos, but I've actually been accumulating parts. That's really what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. You guys already saw in one of my last videos the link kit that I got, which actually is right here. I got the hood, got some tanks from my boys Danny. But let me show you guys what I just got on the mail, so I can show you guys that I have the the project is planned. On one of my last videos I mentioned the SS bumper cover. Now I came up with this thanks to Juan from Street Concept 1. I met up with him at Sencal Takeover, and you know, it's really dusty. It's just been sitting here accumulating dust, but I've been cleaning up the backyard because it's been a mess. I have not touched anything back here in a while, so I just mounted stuff upon stuff upon stuff. So I've been clearing it up so I could put the truck back here, and once I start cutting and doing all the things that I gotta do, I don't have to touch it or move it. But anyways, this bumper is gonna be one of my next videos. I already got one of my acquaintances from Instagram that I know. He's gonna hit up the paint. We're gonna paint it in black because, as you guys saw the rendering on for my truck build, it's gonna be black. The truck itself, I might wrap it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm gonna try to see if I could find pre-order a piece of vinyl that will match the paint almost dead on. We'll all see. You guys know how it is between the wrap and paint. It's, you know, on black, I'm thinking I could get something that's really close that you might not even notice. So this is the bumper. Obviously it's missing the vents and it's missing the center vent piece, but I'll have a link down in the description for this. You can get this on Amazon. If you already have this and you don't know what to do about these parts, I'll show you what I'm doing. I ordered these pieces also. I ordered one set from eBay and one set from Amazon. They were the exact same thing. Amazon was a little bit cheaper, but let me show you how they look. So let me see. I'm trying not to move this other one because I already kind of placed it, but these are the vents that you're gonna get on Amazon or eBay. Some of them show you a different picture, and they end up just having these molds. Not you know, not a big deal. They actually will work just fine. Sorry guys, let me see. This one goes on this side. So just like that, it goes recessed in there. You guys see that existing hole there, 2 holes up here and 2 holes down here. For these 2 holes, there's nothing you could do, but depending on how strong they are with just these 3 bolts, because it does have the little tabs on here for the holes here and here, I'll bolt those in. If I feel like it needs another bracket up here, I'll build a little bracket down up here. But anyways, so these are going to be the vents. These were around 70 bucks. Like I said, I'll have a link on the description. And then this piece right here, I came across the issue that this piece is pretty expensive. However, since I like the billet look, you know, the billet grill look. I've been running billets on my truck the whole time, and I think it looks clean. I ordered this kit. See how that looks right there. I ordered this kit on Amazon. I'll have the links for this down below also. For the whole bumper basically, but it also comes with the one for the grill. So I'm gonna have this painted also black to match the whole front end. Is gonna be murdered out, and there's my grill right there. I saved myself. I paid was it $70 something I think, or I don't recall. I have to look at my Amazon orders, but I'll have the link on the description. So for this, it's the 3 pieces for the bumper, and then also the 2 pieces for the grill. So what I'm gonna do, since I don't need the grill pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and just flip those on OfferUp, and then just keep these 3 pieces. So therefore ended up costing me probably about $30. So it's pretty cheap. So doing the math, the rough estimate on that bumper, because I know the bumper's $130 on Amazon, the bumper cover, $130 plus $70 for the vents, you'd be looking at $200, and then the grill, just to get all of that, you'd be looking at around $270. If you kick back some money for the grill for the actual front, this is 2 pieces. You kick some of that money back, you'd be looking around $230. You know, so I think that's a really good deal. So my next video will be putting all of this together, changing out this bumper. So on my next video, that's what it'll be, changing out this bumper. It's kind of sad because I already had the HD upper cap, which I was going to create a video on, installing that and dropping the bumper down, but I'm going to just go ahead and post it on my social media. If anybody has a cat eye that wants to do that HD bumper cap, you know, I'll have you guys, I'll put a post if anything, and then if you guys are local and you guys are down to do a video like that, I can still get you guys a video, and then somebody's gonna come up on a, you know, on a HD upper cap, which is probably, I think it's like 1 inch to 1.5 inches taller than this. I don't recall exactly the measurements. Well, anyways, so yeah, once I have that bumper done, I'm gonna have everything murdered out, matching, black. These are new. I just put them on one of my last videos. These were actually new, but they already, you know, cheapy headlights. So I'm gonna go ahead and have these also painted. Everything's gonna be matched. I got some LED, the ones with the LED across the center. I actually bought the full set on OfferUp for $40, but I don't like the HID, or not the HID, the, what is it, the halo look, because they have this big bubble right here. It looks kind of stupid on this truck. So I'm just gonna keep the bottom lights because I like how they look with that LED strand right through the center. And I'm gonna have those blacked out, these blacked out, the grill, the billet, all of the bumper, and then the whole front will just be blacked out. And then, like I said, depending on whether or not I find vinyl that is almost identical to that, I'm just gonna vinyl the whole truck, or I might just start painting, you know, one bit at a time. As far as the hood, I will be cutting off that cowl hood from this, which is on the 03 hood, right through here. So that little hit right there in the corner, it shouldn't be an issue. And then I'll weld that onto that hood, and basically that'll be a whole different video, a whole different project. But I just want to show you guys the pieces that I'm putting together for this truck build. Once I get rid of that rack that I have back there, these pieces I will put on my truck, test fit everything before I have them powder coated. But I'm gonna have them powder coated candy red is the idea. So I have a rack back there, an off-road rack that I want to get rid of. I apologize, it's so dirty. I don't really move it or drive it or anything, so it just sits here. But once I get rid of that rack, I'm gonna go ahead and park the truck back here, take off the bed, take off the suspension, test fit all these parts. Once I figured out that everything is gonna work, I'm gonna go ahead and send them out to get them powder coated. I want to do like a candy red, something to match. Not the interior, because interior is not red either. It's also black, but it's got some red stitching. And I was gonna say to match my suspension, but all my suspension pieces are gonna be removed anyways. So yeah, guys, just a quick little update. Not quick, I've already took like 10 minutes on this, but just want to show you guys the progress that I'm doing on the parts. It's pretty soon, I'm thinking like week and a half, I'll start having some more videos on the actual YouTube build. All right, guys, so this video was just intended, quick little clip, just intended to show you guys what my next video will be and show you guys that it's actually work on the YouTube build truck. So back to you guys' original video. All right, guys, so again we got hit with the dark. It's getting darker sooner, so unfortunately I'm back at the dark video again, but we got a spotlight for you guys. We went ahead and did something different. We ended up squaring off the whole brackets for the bed floor, because they were off a little bit. This side was rubbing, now it's got a little bit of a gap. One thing we did was he added the reinforcements here. This is how the brackets are gonna look. They're gonna be welded fully right in here. Once we drill the holes, bolt this down, and then square the bed, this will be welded all the way around. Same thing on that side. He didn't put a brace all the way through because, you know, he's gonna have to notch that depending on. Well, he's gonna have to put the drive line on there and see what kind of work he has to do with the transmission, and if he's gonna have to cut out into the cab and into the bed. So we're not touching that yet. What else did we do today? It was just pretty much just the bed, huh?
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, pretty much just the bed.
And those
what
brackets.
took the longest was just the fact that we have to get everything super square. Those brackets actually took a surprising amount of time to make. But I mean, so far everything's looking good. Everything's squared off. Yep. Fitment is just about perfect. Everything is dialed in right where we want it. We left a little bit of play on all of the mounts, so that way later on we can shim it to get the body lines to line up perfectly. But so far so good. I mean, everything's squared off like we said, and everything's fitting just about right, just the way it should. Hopefully in the next video we will have everything set and ready to go, so we can start showing you guys how to do some tubs.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, everything's looking good.
In case you guys are wondering, he wants to shave off basically from here all the way down. The tubs are going to be the original, I guess they're not technically called tubs, are they? They're like wheel wells or something? Wheel wells,
yeah, stock ones.
Yeah, the stock wheel wells. They're going to be shaved off to here. They're going to, I'm not sure how I'm assuming the wheel wells are just going to sit up against the wall, right?
Yeah, so basically it's just going to be flush with this and then flush with the top of it. So
yeah,
once you fill it in,
right,
it'll look like one piece.
Same thing for here. Shaved everything inside on the inside. Wood floor he wants to go with. So I'm not really sure. You say you're gonna leave the center empty though, right?
Yeah, I want to leave the center exposed to kind of leave some of the link work exposed. Maybe later down the road completely shave the whole bed, or do some kind of like a tilting bed floor like you see on the SEMA trucks. But yeah, I do want some of the work that we did in the middle to be exposed, just because it looks pretty nice and a lot of work went into it, so I want to be able to see it for a while. But I mean, other than that, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. It's gonna look like a clean bed. Not a lot of crazy stuff going on like you see like crazy bead rolls or anything like that. Pretty much just a shaved clean bed. Yeah,
there you go. So there it is, guys. I didn't get to do anything on my truck today. I know I said that earlier on the video, but I'm gonna have to head home. My kid is sick, so I have to go take her some medicine. But on the next video, I'll probably do something on my truck and explain more to you guys what I'm going to be building on that. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you already seen some of the posts and the rendering I did. So hopefully I'll get started on that soon. But I do have a couple projects that I got to do before I actually could start cutting into the truck. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow C10 Danny. I'll put a link down below on my description section. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, click on the link below. Also for my Teespring store. You know, it would mean a lot if you guys can support that way. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.